You ever wondered why economies boom and bust? Why periods of rapid growth are followed by slowdowns? Well, this video has all the answers. Hi, welcome to KKlass, your ultimate destination for mastering business and management concepts. In today's session, we will explore what are business cycle, what are the phases of business cycles, or you can say various stages of the business cycles, the theories and significance of the business cycle. So let's start with the business cycle. Business cycle is basically the natural rise and fall of the economic activities over time. Business cycle refers to the period of expansion and contraction, the subsequent phase of economic growth and depression in the economy repeated over a period of time. Business cycle, also known as trade cycle, refers to the periodic fluctuation in the economy, that is, the economic growth followed by economic depression in the economy as a whole. Historically, economies has experienced business cycles at different stages of their economic growth, like the Great Depression in 1930s, the global recession of 2007 to 2010, and even the universal spread of coronavirus and imposition of lockdown in the countries also caused global economic recession. Next, we talk about the phases of the business cycle. The upward and the downward movement in aggregate economic magnitude show different phases of the business cycle. The various phases of the trade cycle are as follow: the expansion of the economic activities, the peak of boom or prosperity, the recession, the economic downtrend, trough, the bottom stage of the depression, the recovery, and the expansion part. Talking about the expansion phase, the upswing of business cycle towards a peak is called an expansion. Expansion phase is characterized by increase in the output production, employment, investment, aggregate demand, sales, profit, bank credits, rise in standard of living. The next is the peak of boom or prosperity, the highest point, the top point which marks the end of expansion. When the business cycle peaks, the economy stop growing, GDP reached maximum, business cannot produce any more or hire more people, cycle begin to contract. Next is the recession or contraction. The downswing of the business cycle towards a trough is called the economic recession. During the period of recession, output began to decline, unemployment decrease, price decrease, fall in profit, investment, and the income. Talking about the trough, when expansion continues and hits the bottom, it marks a period of trough. During the trough, the bottom stage of the depression, growth rate negative, high unemployment, and low spending, demand decrease, national income falls, firms forced to shut. The last is the recovery and expansion. After the period of trough, the economies begin to recuperate and trends on the path of recovery. As a result, investment and employment increases as this process gain momentum and economy again entered in the phase of expansion. Thus, a business cycle gets completed. And that's wrap on the stages of business cycle. I hope you now have a clear understanding of how economies move through expansion, peak, contraction, and trough. Stay tuned for the next part where we will dive into the fantastic theories behind the business cycle. And see you soon on KKlass. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.